私が愛する人や物事など私の時代と共に永遠の眠りについたら私は何のために戦うんだろう。もう他人とのつながりが欲しくないよ。別れに飽きしていたから何度も繰り返し言ったさよならは鋭い刀よりも深く私を傷つけた。連続して絶え間なく失うことはどうしても避けられない寂しさ。一人で一人だけでこの道を歩き続けて孤独な旅はエンドレスエンドレス。過去を振り払って明日を見通してって君の言葉が胸に響く。新しい出会い新たな冒険これは罪悪感の渦巻きから出して再生の機会かもしれない。この呪われた魂のかけらを一つずつ拾って友情の力で何度も繰り返し言ったさよならは鋭い刀よりも深く私を傷つけた。連続して絶え間なく失うことはどうしても避けられない寂しさ。私はもし私を踏み出したら見つけるかな。願ってる Beginning何度も繰り返し言ったさよならは鋭い刀よりも深く私を傷つけた。でも今目の前にある笑顔を見ると前へ進む勇気が再び蘇った。もう一度生きる意味を探してみるのが決めたんだ。未来へ
Hello? Hi? Is there anyone out there? Who's a good clan member? Who's a good clan member? Yeah, you are. Hi, Sammy. Hi, Envy. Hi, Audrey. Welcome. I saw. For once in our life, it's Goro William. Hola. I have no. Hi, Josh. Who's a good clan member? Who's a good clan member? Yeah, you are. Yeah. I'm very sorry. I was not able to tweak a lot of the volume right now. Hi,
You've been a
Dylan.
naughty clan member, have you?
Dylan's a naughty clan member. Naughty. Hi, Chaos King Angel of Death. She's in my house. I'm in your ear. That's even worse. Hi, Riri Nono. I've been seeing the difficulties on the Discord. Yes. You can be in my ear anytime.
Who's a good clan member? Who's a good clan member?
She's breathing down my
You are.
neck.
I'm sorry. Forgive me, please.
Who's a good clan member?
China.
Who's a good clan member?
China.
Yeah, you are.
China, what is your favorite ear? Tell me. Yes, I'm just gonna.
Who's a good clan member?
Say
Who's a good clan member?
Hi, Bob.
Yeah, you are.
So, it was entirely on me, sadly. I basically had, when I first tried the microphone, the dial, I think I left it on. Redeems overpower you. Yeah, that's why I have most of them disabled actually. Can probably do this. I might disable the boosters as well. I don't want to hear anything anymore anyway, so it's fine. I'm so sorry. But look here. I love you guys. Look. There's a B. Oh wait, it's wrong. There you go. Yeah, I mirrored it wrong. Because I'm stupid. Rito! Thank you! Thank you for dropping by. Rito! I was like, where's the sand? You guys are blind. You bring me flowers, I bring you sand. Isn't that great? Hi, Neon! Yes. 3 years of streaming and it has come down to this. I am talking very silently and I don't like that. Yeah, no, I screwed up earlier. I'm sorry. Hi, Crow. Poking. Mean. When I tested the mic, the first time I left it on and it has a battery and I didn't know that. So right now I was like in a panic. I even unscrewed my smoke alarm. I unscrewed my smoke alarm and now I can't get it back. So currently I hope there's not gonna be a fire because I unscrewed everything. And yeah, I had to run to the store real quick. Clan reminder, yeah, please. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating. But look, it's pretty. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. How dare you? Oh shit. Oopsie doopsie. I'm so sorry for that. I'm feeling like I'm so careful. It's been an honor being part of a VTuber journey. Oh, thank you. Shrimpy Flano. Hi. Hi. Yes, please lurk when you're at work. Hi, Stan. How long till the sand gets knocked over? That is a very fair thing. That's why we don't have a cat cam today, because I don't want this on my cats. Or this in my room anywhere. So this is where it stays. And yeah, if you want your name in here, you can check out the pinned note. It's for subbies. And biddies.
Who's a good clan member? Who's a good clan member? Yeah, you are.
This totally screams titties.
Hi, Morgan.
We'll definitely have to, it's gonna go down on the list. We do have to fix the the booster redeem. It's too loud. I'm sorry. I'm not used to being so silent. Hi, Mega. Welcome. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. It's me. I disabled most of the stuff. Epic for years. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. You're going to Tomo Fair? Oh, the new movie, FNAF, the new FNAF. I watched the first one in cinema. Can't believe it's already been this long. Yeah, so what's the deal for today? This is my very first ASMR stream ever. When Goron's silent voice is just the normal volume of other humans. Does this even count as ASMR, bro? Is this just normal voice? Is this just like how other people talk? I don't know how I sound like. Hi, Crazy.
You've been a naughty clan member.
I have not been able to test this right now because I had to run to the store and get a fucking battery. I have no idea. I don't even know if you hear me like in your ear or not. I usually don't like ASMR, but I guess you made me like it. Thank you. Don't worry though. We're gonna I'm not gonna be like in your ear licking you. I might numb a bit, but I'm just gonna be a little bit more silent. I don't know. Hi, Zwiebel. Is this normal? Actually, it's my very first time doing straight up just ASMR. So these are like very quiet wipes today. Usually I'm more of a gamer. I love to like do DBD. I love to play Marvels. I love to play story games, horror games. Kartoffel senpai, you want to be called a good boy? Who's a good boy? Let me put headphones in. Yes. So, I obviously, this is the wrong first impression. Goro, did you see the Deadpool reveal? I haven't been able to rewatch everything yet from the Game Awards because sadly it was like 4 a.m. my time or something like that. So I haven't been able to watch it yet. I watched like half. I saw a couple of really cool things. And I did see Deadpool because I think Josh posted it on Discord and it looks really cool. But I'm gonna watch the rest. Dispatch. Ooh. Did Dispatch not get anything? No, Dispatch was so good. People, I played Dispatch literally 2 weeks ago, and I'm gonna do another full playthrough tomorrow to choose different options to date the other girl. And Sekiro, that's on my list too. I don't play Souls games very often because I'm not good at them, but they're fun. Hi everyone. Yeah, so I am going to do a little bit of a quiet read today. They didn't get anything? That is so mean. I know that Claire Obscure probably got like 15 awards. I mean, kind of deserved. It's a good game. But it's a bit sad because there have been a lot of other cool games that should get something. It was annoying. Yeah. Yes, Sekiro. I don't know when we're gonna do it, but I will play it. You got it on Platinum? That's crazy.
Who's a good clan member? Who's a good clan member? Yeah, you are.
I love the game, but I don't like when one game wins 50 awards. Yeah, I get that. The game is smart, it's boring, just press X and you win. I know what you mean. Like, I think gameplay-wise, Clear Obscure is probably not for everyone. I did like and enjoy the story a lot, though. I'm more of a story game person. Like, gameplay is like secondary for me. Unless it's like certain kind of strategy games, I just can't play them. I'm too dumb for that. Crazy first impression. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm actually Zwiebel. I'm celebrating 3 years of streaming, and some just wanted to try out ASMR for that because I am usually a so-called screamer. I am very loud. This is like this is not even my inside voice right now. This is me trying to tone it down. So, hi, so I'm really not used to this. I'm usually very loud, very obnoxious, and this is very weird for me. So I'm really sorry. it's gonna get even weirder. I have a sock on, Gabriel. I'm sorry. I can't afford the second one. It's felt like I've been here longer than I actually have. Oh, that's true, Dylan. I know that you joined during the Valentine's Day letter stream. So that's great. Right now I'm in my Minecraft phase. Oh, I really don't do Minecraft because I don't have the patience for that to learn all of the stuff, like learn the crafting stuff, you know. It's all a bit too much for me. And don't worry, I assumed you're German because Zwiebel, and I'm German too. So, that's perfect. So if you ever struggle, you can write me a word or something in German. Don't worry about it. 153 days in a hardcore world. Oof, oof, oof. Crazy. Where do you live? I'll buy you one. Just please put it on. Do you not like feet, bare feet? Are you against bare feet, Gabriel? Still crazy getting a letter my first time. Yes. I mean, the merch is on you. But thank you. I actually, I can't say when, but I have a really cool new merch drop coming soon. It's gonna be a poster and a mouse pad. So if you want a new mouse pad, you might want to wait a little bit because it's gonna be cool. I saw the design, and yeah, it looks pretty awesome. My wallet. I'm sorry. Mm-mm-mm. You excited? Me too. Me too. I do have your letters displayed. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Will we ever have a confession stream? Oh, maybe. I think these kind of special streams are just hard to do over and over again, you know? Kartoffelbrei. I love it too. Mashed potatoes. So many people on TikTok seems to be confused. They've never seen a VTuber, I guess. Why is physics so much? Because I'm moving. I'm moving a lot here, bro. That's why. I'm not just sitting on my chair. Crazy. You were asking how I started streaming. It's a really long story. But in short, oh no, Haru is meowing. Oh no. I think I might have to let the cat in. I might have to let the cat in. I might have to let the cat in. Girls' physics are best physics. Hi, Serena! You're the best. Stop.
Who's a good clan member? Who's a good clan member? Yeah, you are.
In short, I just always I liked playing with people. I liked making myself the butt of the jokes, and I had a neck for making people laugh. And since my normal full-time work is just not very creative, since it's very law based, I really liked the idea of streaming. And yeah, since I'm a gamer, it just made sense to be crazy. Damn, TikTok has so many questions. I can't even answer all of them. What's your job, if you mind me asking? I don't really straight up say it because, well, one of the reasons I'm a VTuber is because I like anonymity. So people don't know who I am in real life, and I like to keep it that way. That's why you can only always share so much, right? Time for lurky. New mousepad, time to whip off Morellet and get 5. No, get one, get one. Only get one, bro. I really did like the ad. How much money are you getting from this? Not a lot, bro, at all. I'm only getting money on the Purple app. So you have to get like a minimum 50 to get a payout. And I'm not making much more than that. This is not about the money. Yeah. Ultra kill. No, I'm sorry. I don't know. Oh, I wish, Sammy. I wish I would get paid. That's a lot of positivity. New mousepad for each finger? No, don't do that. Horse game won an award? No way. Did they? That's crazy. Go play it. What kind of game is it, Gabriel? It's very, very fun. I wish, Envy. I wish. Because I'm not on that platform, Sammy, but I don't know. I think people that think that people can just go on OnlyFans and make money like that, they have a very limited knowledge of how the world works. Like any kind of platform, even straight up porn platforms is like you have a lot of people competing. It's not like you just go on there and make money out of nowhere. Your digital footprint can affect your life heavily. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Zero. Thank you. It's really crazy that it's been 3 years, not gonna lie. How's it crazy, Sammy? Do you have a job? Can I ask? Do you know, like, do you go and work? Like, every job is just competitive in a way. Like, especially content creation is very, very competitive. There's thousands of people, and there's even thousands of people doing, content on platforms like OnlyFans. Are the jiggle physics needed? No, but I like them. That's just a me thing. I like it. Thank you for sticking with streaming this long. I know, it's crazy. Do you stream on other platforms? Yeah, recently we started multi-streaming. So we're on, different things. Trying out widen our horizons, but certain horizons are not very kind, not gonna lie. Like, honestly, the hate on other apps is insane. Oh, why is this one selected? It's basically Doom with a parry, but way more fun. Oh, I'm gonna write that down, Gabriel. That sounds cool. Hi, Bacon. Thank you for the follow. Lucas, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I know. I think that's one of the hardest parts. Like, be able to stand against weird people and people that can only criticize. But that's a part of life, online or offline. If you can master that, you can master anything, basically. No, it didn't work. There we go. Yeah, I'm considering to enter that particular one in theme. Can I ask something? Sure. I mean, you can see that I'm very open-minded. A broken heart? No, I tried to make it normal. I'm sorry. It looks bad. I'm sorry. It looks bad. I can try and redo it. I was trying to show you guys some love because some of you are not very loving out there. Is that better? Yeah. That is better, guys. It is fine. I tried. You're actually kind of nice talking to just change this. I am very nice. I don't really. The scuff has ended the sand. I'm not a good artist, and I've never been a good artist. I took a bit, but I got the headphones. Nice. Nice. I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah. Yeah. So the big surprise is that I'm gonna do something that I'm gonna hate myself for doing. we'll be reading something very, very different from usual. And I might going to disconnect from TikTok for that because I don't think they can handle that, or neither should they. um, but yeah, I'm gonna drink. I got myself a nice little drink earlier too again. Pew. Sadly, it doesn't have alcohol. I could really need that right now. Hi, Panda. A Capri Sun 10 pack? Oh my god, I haven't had Capri Sun in like forever. That would be sweet. What are you drinking? It's called Somersby. It's a cider. And it's I really like it. It has like a yuzu and lemon flavor. It's one of my favorites actually. But sadly it does not have a lot of alcohol. Could use that right now. Jägermeister? Oh my god, did you try the new one, the orange flavored Jägermeister? Oh, that I love that one. I am not so much of a fan of the original one, but the orange one, you like orange in the bladder? That's fine, that's fine. I really like the orange one though. We had it like properly ice cold. It was so good. You have a Jägermeister jacket? That's crazy. Malibu? Is that a rum? I know like I feel like I can see the bottle in like in my head. I can visualize it, but I don't know what drink it is actually. Is it a rum? Never tried Jäger? Malibu rum. It is rum. Okay. I like rum. Rum in general. I like to do Coke rum or rum and Coke. That's one of my drinks I like too. Yeah. Hugo? Yeah, but I don't really like Yuga that much. You have 2 liters of Jäger in the freezer? For what? For Christmas? I'm a go now. Alright, thank you, Gabriel. Thank you for the follow. Is Loki mid? I see. Yeah, I'm not a champagne girl, not gonna lie. Bye bye, Gabriel. I have it for when I get a sore throat. Really? No way. Are there any Germans here? Yeah. A couple. And then last Kraftwagenfahrer just joined. That's very German. Jäger bombs? Yeah, that's very popular. I have one with a tap on it, so I pour from the freezer. Oh, that's so smart. Yeah, I learned recently that certain drinks don't freeze at all. So you can actually pop them in the freezer. Because of, well, obviously, the higher the alcohol percentage. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, I love to drink. It's so good. Yeah, I was like, when I went to the store to get a battery, I was like, I need something nice. I need to treat myself because that was very stressful. Very, very stressful. It's crazy how many people are joining on TikTok. That is absolutely nuts. You guys, you're never here when I play DBD. You guys don't like DBD? Huh? Huh? It's the weekend. Sure, it's Friday. Who doesn't love a good Friday? Friday's great. Friday's peak. Leute, manchmal vergesse ich, dass das TikTok ist. Me too, bro. Me too. I wish I had weekends off. Aww. Me too, Dylan. Me too. It's so sad that you don't have them off. You should deserve them. I think anyone that works on weekends has it so rough. I'm really sorry for that.
Who's a good clan member? Who's a good clan member? Yeah, you are.
Hey, Twitch Mom, thank you for the like. Goodbye. Mm. Thank you, Eddie. Bye bye. Oh yeah. I really want to start to get this. Like, I'm struggling so much. I want to get this over with because I I have this horrendous reading that I'm going to do, but I can't do this with TikTok. They're gonna roast me so hard. Plus there's no moderation on there. So I literally can't. I literally can't, man. Bro. Barry, I actually would love to do that. If you tell me how, I'm new to streaming on TikTok. If you help me how, tell me how, I will gladly do that. I know there's not a lot of moderation on TikTok itself. Like, I can't even have mods and stuff. Hi, mommy. How are you doing? Why are you doing this? Because I like to bring people together. It's fun. Look at all the people joining. Look at all the people talking to me. I had a rough work day. I came home and I like to spend time with my community. You're getting roasted in Marvel Rivals? Rogue is out? Rogue is out now? That's crazy. Ich meine, es gibt die Option, dass du die ZuschauerInnen auf 18 plus machst. I'm doing it via OBS. So on here, I can't set any settings. So, but I will gladly look over to see if there are these kind of settings, because I do have that on my main platform. Yeah, she came out today. That's sweet. That's sweet. I genuinely think she's like she's straight out of a fighting character, like some kind of fighting game. She can be straight out of Street Fighter. I don't think I'm going to be able to play her. Rogue is out in Deadpool shows, but he isn't available. Yeah. Deadpool looks cool. I think they already said he's gonna be a DPS, right? I saw on Twitter. I believe so, at least. I'm with any role I wanna. Deadpool in general. Yeah, but I feel like it's the first time they revealed a role so quickly. Like, usually they never, like, they literally just put the trailer on. I mean, okay, we all knew Deadpool was gonna come. That sounded weird. We all knew Deadpool was gonna be in the game. So I'm not really surprised about it. But I'm surprised that they made him a DPS so quickly. That they announced it so quickly, I guess. I don't think they were gonna do that. Like, they, with Gambit and Rogue, they took so much time to confirm it. And people were, like, speculating all the time. The last character I want is Ghost Rider. I don't know. What would Ghost Rider's abilities be? He'd have like a bike, have probably some speed up stuff. He probably has like a whip, right? Does he have like a chain to pull people in? Green Goblin. Rogue was in MVC? What's MVC? Help me out. A fire chain? Marvel Rivals. I'm talking to my main chat. That is over on the Purple app. Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm sorry. I'm so bad with abbreviations, man. I really am very bad about that. Marvel vs. Capcom. I see. Alright. I'm going to try to, since I'm embarrassed enough, my dear TikTok fellas, I'm gonna try to disconnect from there for today. If you want to see me again, especially gaming and not yapping so much, because clearly that's not everyone's cup of tea. Yes, it's reading time. It's reading time, and I'm already too embarrassed to do it for the Purple app. Could anyone confirm if that did it, Infi? Roll isn't everything in my opinion. Mr. Fantastic is a pretty good tank, while Angela seems more like a DPS going in and out. So true. So true. It's disconnected? You guys giving me you guys giving me wrong I still see things going on over there. Okay. Okay, perfect. Are you sure though? That was overwhelming, guys. Not gonna lie. I agree with the role thing, but I do think it's nice if it's in like I do like the role system because I do think it's kind of important to have these kind of roles. And it's like kind of limiting champions to in a way to like certain groups of people. I don't know how to better express that. But like I'm a strategist main, I'm a support main, so I will never touch someone's character if they really want to play it, if that makes sense, unless it's in my roles. I'm German. I like to have a little bit of structure, organization. I like rules. I like rules, guys. Who doesn't like rules? The German like rules? No, bro, we talked about this, Josh. I just mean roles in general, not role queue. Like, I would like a role queue. I do find the dichotomy of TikTok incredibly funny. I'm honestly like, I'm sorry everyone on Twitch right now. I'm sorry everyone on YouTube. I love you guys. But I'm just overwhelmed right now. I'm overwhelmed. There are so many people on TikTok right now. And so many people being mean as well. We definitely have to look into the thing that Barry said though, guys. I like playing around with this thing. This is a children's toy, by the way. I don't know if you can see. This is for children to learn how to read actually. Oh no, it's alright. It's alright. I wasn't expecting that. Like the entire time,
TikTok has been very calm when we were playing games, and now it just imploded on me, like, Jesus Christ. And people were commenting, like, holy moly. I mean, the engagement is nice, but holy moly. TikTok is super weird. Like, they say stuff like Guna this and Guna that, and then they follow. Infi, it's because there are two wolves inside of you. The Gooner and the no Gooner. But always the Guna wolf will win. I'm so overwhelmed right now, guys. Like, hi, Wolfie.
Yeah, you are.
Like, I'm kind of speechless. I'm not often speechless, usually only for good reasons, but like, there are so many people just being ridiculously mean. Like, constantly saying that my model is too bouncy, or that I should put stuff on, or like why I'm doing this. One even is like, how much do you earn? And I'm like, well, you heard me. I was just explaining like Twitch income. And then they were like, oh, I'm sure you make so much money on OnlyFans. And I'm like, no, I wish, brother. And then he was like, what do you mean you wish? I mean, who wouldn't wish for money, bro? Holy moly. Oh. Zachary, there's two wolves inside of me, and they're both fucking each other. I like that one too. I like that one too. Oh wow, man. I don't even. I mean, hey, I'd say ASMR is working for me. Holy fuck! There are two wolves inside of me, and one is Captain America. All right, perfect. I'm very glad about that. TikTok is scary. In my opinion, gamers, if they don't like VTubers, it is essentially a character you get to personally customize and represent you, literally just like in a game. Mommy, I am so with you. Yeah, my personality is bouncy. It's alright. That was just insane. That was just insane. Oh, yeah, that was crazy. I'm like, absolutely nuts. Nuts! Nutty girl. Alright. Infinity, would you do me the honor and link our script on the Discord? Let's just put it like this. So I have decided I'm going to make myself a extreme fool today. And I'm gonna be reading a fanfic for our first ASMR stream. So this will be a adorable samurai reading stream. And I am hating myself. And I will probably be banned. I promise to turn off 90% of your ear capacity. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. I might have to break a couple of times because I am going to cry. What do you mean today? Well, believe me, it'll be worse than usually. So this is a fanfic called Better Late Than Never.
C is for cookie, that's good enough for me. C is for cookie, that's good enough for me. Oh, cookie starts with C.
Thank you very much. I needed that.
Who's a good clan member? Who's a good clan member? Yeah, you
Hi,
are.
thank you.
Getting busy, we'll watch what? Yes, you better do that. Everyone go and watch the what now.
Hi, welcome. Some drinkies. Thank you, Twitch. I hope you have a good con. I'll see you later. Alright. This is a fanfic. I'm not gonna read the description. It's called Better Late Than Never. Ron could die like this. And if he did, it would be terribly unfortunate, objectively awful for countless reasons. Still, he kept pumping, his rhythm remaining steady. It was all habit by now. Hell. Reflex, even. Sunday nights at the Borough were a ritual too. Mom's roast, Dad's latest obsession with muggle oddities, Bill and Charlie arguing about dragons. Curses or bloody cursed dragons. Jin and the twins bickering over the shop. Percy drowning on about ministry policy, mostly because he hadn't had a personal life to speak of. Harry flaunting his latest conquest, Malfoy, since his personal life was everyone's business. And most recently, Hermione's new boyfriend, because his ex's life was a little too personal all the bloody time. The brute couldn't keep his big calloused hands off of her too. And Merlin's sack. Those hands were massive. He could probably hold a dragon's whole bollock. Or, at minimum, Hermione's whole tit. Hi, hamster! And those veined, hulking arms, out to be classified as weapons. Percy should draft a regulation just for them. 3 years of tortellini. Hi, Sizzle. Why do you join in my most embarrassing moments, bro? Hi. I hate this so much. So yeah, Ron noticed. Of course he did. Hey, Navi! Thank you so much.
You've been a naughty clan member, have
Thank you for the subby, Navi. Where were we? They weren't exactly subtle. He couldn't be sure how long the dinner time shenanigans had been going on. But the first time it happened, Ron had thought it was a trick of the candlelight, the flicker of a well-trained bicep as the muscle moved just right. Wrong. The faint roll of Victor's arm, followed by the slow ripple of Wayne's, made it seem like he'd been nervously drawing a circle on his tie. Except it wasn't nerves. Yes, this is Harry Potter, you're welcome. Hamster, thank you so much. You know what? Where is it? I'm gonna be putting you up here. Hamster. Thank you. Hehe. It couldn't be a fidget or twitch. The man was a professional, world-renowned athlete. He didn't get the collywobbles over mash at Sunday dinner. Hi, Robot. Thank you for the head pats. I need them. I'm gonna need them very soon, bro. And Hermione, Merlin, Hermione, Her cheeks had gone pink, while her chest rose quickly, breathing hitching every so often. Those weren't things effectively hidden behind a mess of curls or a dip of her napkin. Yeah, the bloke had been rubbing circles, all right, just not on his sodding tie. I think I'm gonna remove all readings, guys, because this is not supposed to happen. Okay, all redeems are off for now, I'm sorry. Meow. Yeah, meow doesn't work on this, I'm sorry. I must have screwed something up here. Oh no, my script. Wolfie, what have you done, my script? Oh, it's just about to get good, guys. Yeah, the bloke hadn't been rubbing circles, alright. Just not on his sodding ties. He was getting Hermione off under the table, at the Burrow, at family dinner. Fuck. Ron's hand moved faster, his fist slick as he thrust into the rolled up glossy paper in his room upstairs. It was wet now. We have, you guys remember cum glasses? The friction dangerously easy. But he still had to watch for the paper's sharp edge. He learned that lesson the hard way. His next grunt pushed out through a wince as he recalled the last time he'd nicked the sensitive skin. It hurt like a... There was a familiar creak. The sound instantly pinched his chest, causing his pulse to stumble. The fifth stair had a loose board that no one had bothered to fix. Someone was coming. That pinch in his chest grew hot and sank straight down to his groin, where it pulsed with a dangerous urgency. He gritted his teeth, pumping harder, chasing that last desperate bit of heat before... There! The soft groan of the third step from the top. Ron had about 3 stokes left, maybe 2. He hunched, screwing his eyes shut. Wait, I'm starting to understand what this fanfic's about, and I'm scared. Me too, bro. Me too. Ah, the worst part is still to come. He hunched, screwing his eyes shut and picturing those larger-than-life hands again, bigger, rougher than his own, wrapping around him instead of a damned broomstick. He could almost feel the twist of a wrist, the scrape of calluses dragging up the veins that fed his... until the head pulsed with its own heartbeat. He reckoned it wouldn't be gentle. The image pressure was enough to make him blow like one of George's experimental fireworks, signing his pride along with everything else. Can I just I haven't read this before, so I'm reading. This is new for me too. You can read along. I think the script was posted on on Discord. I hate this. I hate my life. Why am I doing this? I hate my life. Why am I doing this? Okay, where's Ron's cock right now? 1 second, I lost Ron's cock. His bollocks drew tight as that white hot tension coiled at the base of his spine. Actually, Dylan, you can blame the person right there with you in chat right now. He suggested this. Then it snapped. A low, broken groan tore from his throat as his body gave him. Hot release spilling into the paper tube in long, sticky ropes. The squelch that followed was obscene and pathetic, but final. He'd done it.
gotten it out of his system before dinner this time. Ron slumped back against the wall, his breath seesawing while his wanking arm trembled. The ruined poster slipped from his fingers and unfurled across the floor. He watched it land, flexing his hand to work out the cramp. Guys, is that a thing? Do you guys get cramps when you masturbate people? Oh, man. Dark eyes stared at Krampus. No, it doesn't work. Dark eyes stared up at him. No beard, it was an older poster, worn from years of use. I just have to ask how this person even found this blasphemous scripture. Well, Infinity, you wanna you got some explaining to do? Hi, Durai! How have you been? Thank you so much. Happy 3 years of streaming, and look where it led me to. Doing fanfic Harry Potter porny ASMR. My life, really. I'm sorry, maybe you can get a refund because this should not work right now. I removed all the redeems. I'm sorry, I don't know why it doesn't work. Everything should be removed. I'm so sorry. Wait, maybe I know why. Maybe something. Oh no. I might. No, it's running. Never mind. I had a general idea. I'm just gonna answer for the Ouija board. No, Neon. Never go into Crippling Depth. Not even for a computer. Ren slumped back against the wall. Oh, we had that already. I'm sorry. But that bloody smirk hadn't changed. Still sharp, still knowing, like he had a secret. And the secret was that he always won. Ron didn't appreciate that. Or the hand scrapping the broomstick so tight every ripple of muscle showed. That's what always led to this. Tacky white blotches splattered across the glossy brind. Ron swallowed, staring at the mess with a grim sort of satisfaction in his handiwork. But not in a gay way. Remember, Ron is not gay. This thing could only be described as the anti-Bible. I have another one. If this is getting too much, I have another script. We can always, if I can't hold it no more, we can always swap. I've been well. I went on a great holiday to Morocco. Oh, you're talking to a guy? I hope it's not Ron. I'm glad to hear that. No, for real. I'm happy for you. Not that it would have been a bad thing. He'd walked in on Harry giving it to Malfoy loads of times. And they always looked like they were having a grand old time. And fair play to them. Malfoy's arse probably was tight. The ASMR in my ear with my headphones is amazeballs. Thank you. I had so much trouble. I'm actually going to. Can we clip that one? The arse one? I want this to be on my Twitter. I'm asking to be banned, guys. Harry had shouted as much last time Ron barged in by accident. Ron had wondered about it since, purely out of curiosity, of course, how it might feel different from the fluttering clutch of the females he was used to. A proper asshole, probably squeezed so tight his could suffocate. Good for them, honestly. He was happy for Harry's prick and Malfoy's tight little hole. Seemed like a well-matched pair, all things considered. Yeah, Harry Potter's actually really big. It's crazy.
This was different. It was just territorial, a strategy thing, mind games and all that. He was a professional after all. As coach for the Chutley Cannons, it was his bloody job to stay one step ahead of the competition. They didn't call him the chess master for nothing. He had to win somehow. And if not on the pitch or on the dinner table, then... The door creaked. Ron looked up, heart lodged in his throat. A pair of dark eyes, real this time, older and crinkled at the corners, met his. Then they dropped lower, taking in his sticky, soft cog and the mucked-up poster at his feet. The smirk that followed hit him like a bludgeon to the chest. Bloody confusing, though, because the blow didn't hurt nearly as much as it should have. And then Ron realized with a cold, dizzying clarity that he really might die like this. Trousers at his ankles, sweat dripping, cum all over Victor Crumb's old Quidditch poster, while Victor himself leaned in the doorway, smirking down at him. Terribly, horribly unfortunate, because Ron wasn't gay. Ronald. Hey, mate! He aimed for casual and landed somewhere catastrophically closer to a schoolboy whose bollocks hadn't dropped yet. He rubbed the back of his neck, an awkward reflex made worse by the fact that he'd used my sodding cum-soaked hand to do it. He froze, winced, then left it there anyways. Because what else could he do but commit to the bit? Pathetic. Victor's brow lifted a fraction. You always get dinner guests like this? Ron's response came out strangled, somewhere between a laugh and a death rattle. Just, close mates. The sound was low, thoughtful, with just enough edge to make Ron wish the floor would swallow him whole. Victor's eyes flicked to the ruined poster, lingered, then rose back to meet his. You have a very good taste in posters. Ron's stomach dropped clean through his arsehole. Why was his cock still out? No, it was fine. Nothing Wick hadn't seen dozens of times in the locker room. He cleared his throat. Right, yeah. Collector's item. That one. Victor's mouth twitched. Not quite a smile, but close enough to count as cruel. A favorite of mine, actually. I remember when that photograph was taken. Do you? Ron asked, instantly regretting it. Though I do not remember this much enthusiasm from fans. A fan? No. The tips of Ron's ears burned. He was not some little Kniesel in heat caught in the act. He was a bloody, fierce hippogriff marking his territory. So what if his medium of choice was a little unorthodox? Piss was worse anyway. It's not what it looks like. Really? Victor took a step closer, unhurried. The floorboards groaned under the weight of 6+ feet of solid, honed muscle. Quick shout, you can't say that. I'm reading a horny as fuck yayoi script. You can't just say you go take a shower, Josh. Please, come back. I hate this with every fiber of my being. Because it looks... He tilted his head. I guess I'm going to take a shower as well. You could have said no, and no, I know, but it's too late, Mel Dylan. I'm committed. My friend's picking me up? No, I'm joking. Give us all a few minutes. Yeah, we all have to shower after this reading.
need alcohol. I am in desperate need of alcohol, guys. He tilted his head, gaze dropping to the glossy mess between their feet before trailing back up. Very flattering, Ron. Ron's mouth opened, then closed again. His heartbeat was ping-ponging between his ribs and his cock. Right, well, glad you feel flattered. Gotta stroke that ego before the next match. Overconfidence, a real strategy killer. You can't hide from what's happening, Goro. It's a celebration. Good thing I had alcohol today. Yeah. You came prepped. Oh my god, no, Dante.
Hey, Dante, thank you so much for the subby. Actually, you know what that means? I'm gonna need to submerge in a tank of bleach after this. I agree. I'm sorry, hamster. Hi, Dante. Thank you so much for the sub. I hope you're doing fine. No, don't stay and listen. Victor's smirk deepened. Softer now, but still far from kind. Ron's indignance flickered. He wanted to slap it off his face all of a sudden. Stroke, yes, Victor murmured, the rumble humming through Ron's bones. He leaned in, close enough that Ron could feel the ghost of his breath. But next time, maybe try that flattery to my face, not on it. Ron forgot how to breathe, but his prick twitched to life with a gasp like Frankenstein's bloody creature. What in Merlin's name was happening? Why wasn't he shoving Victor away? His nostrils flared. Victor was right there, the clean bite of aftershaves cutting through the unmistakable musk of his own spunk. The mix turned his stomach and his knees to water all at once. Where's Hermione? Ron croaked. Some fierce hippogriff he was. A dangerous glint flickered in Victor's eyes, the same one he wore on the pitch just before a reckless stunt. Downstairs, he said evenly. She sent me up with instructions for you to wash up before dinner. Need help? Any approximation of an answer caught in Ron's throat. Now, what exactly was he playing at? Help with what? A basic cleansing charm? Did Victor really think I'm that bloody daft? He toed the edge of the rune poster. No thanks, mate. I've got a process. Victor's brow lifted, waiting a beat too long, as if tempted to ask what that process involved. Then he turned towards the door with infuriating calm, pausing with one hand braced against the frame. His fingers flexed once, the movement casual but impossibly controlled, bones shifting, tendons drawn tight beneath his olive skin. Ron couldn't fathom how those massive mitts had never crushed a snitch. I'll leave you to it. The door snickered shut. The fly of his trousers bloody echoed in the silence while he tucked his dick in for the night. It curled right up as if it shared his mortification. Oh my god, there's so much more. There is so much more, people. Why is there so much more? This is never ending. Oh my god, I'm crying. Oh, I just read the word nipples. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just gonna say something. Hi, thank you so much. Skedaddle. Hi, welcome in from India. Crazy. I hope you're having a good day.
I just wanted to say that I found nipples, so what that means is that Hermione is gonna join into the fun soon. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Sorry, I have to scroll back up. So far, dinner had been as predictable as the mushy piece left untouched on his plate. Good thing though, because all Ron could think about while pushing around his roast was Victor, and the decades worth of spunk used to paint his face, well, his poster's face. Mostly though, he was thinking about how Victor knew about Ron's particular expression of admiration and didn't seem to bloody mind one bit. Maybe that meant it was normal? Ron wasn't some outlier here. Back at Hogwarts, he knew firsthand that teenage boys were animals. Nothing happened safe in the boys' dorms. Pillows, mattresses, socks, the occasional pot tray. One time they'd even passed around a snitch and taken turns legging a bus on their pricks. Harry's idea. Brilliant, of course. The point was they explored. Now the point is boys are gross. That was totally in the script right here. He once caught Seamus wanking while holding a squirming chocolate frog, surely blowing your load all over Quidditch idol ranked lower than that one on the list of weird filthy wings. It was a totally heterosexual thing to have done and to keep doing into adulthood, right? Perhaps you should ask Harry about it. He was the resident expert on all things cock and arse. Ron's gaze slid towards his best mate beside him. Psst, Harry! But Ron was cut off by the brush of something soft along his ankle. His head snapped up and his eyes immediately locked on Hermione. She was hunched over her plate, knuckles wide around her fork, the prongs scraping against Aunt Muriel's china. She peered at him for the small part in her hair, eyes heavy-lidded, and bottom lip trapped between her teeth. Beside her, Victor leaned slightly forward to shield her from the rest of the table. Oh shit, I got so into this that I just touched the sand, bros. I have sand all on my fingers. I just wanted the mouse. Oh, I can't. It's too intense. Where was I? Beside her, Ron's gaze flicked to Victor's arm, where he again caught the subtle shift of muscle, perfectly in rhythm with the scrape of Hermione's fork. He mouthed, "What the fuck?" at Hermione, but she didn't so much as twitch in response, too far gone on whatever Victor was doing underneath the table. But apparently not completely gone. Her foot, smooth beneath her silky ties, was still moving up Ron's leg, inch by inch, and it continued to creep higher and higher until she was wiggling her toes directly over. There's a lot of cock in this thing. There's a lot of cock in this thing. Hate to bail mid-scene, but gotta run. Congrats again. Thank you. You're so sweet, Dylan. Thank you so much. I'll see you around. With no cocks, hopefully. Ron's eyes went wide. His ears burned hot enough to fry an egg. Blimey, at his mom's table? Hermione had never pulled a stunt like this when they were together. Would never have dared to. Oh! There was a second foot now. This one didn't bother with the tease. It went straight for his groin, applying just enough pressure to sandwich his prick between the warm sole and the cushion of the chair. Ron's vision nearly widened out. His fork slipped from his hand, landing with a soft thud on the tablecloth. His fingers shot to the edge of his chair, gripping hard enough to leave dents. He'd already been half hard from Hermione's dancing toes, but the addition of the second foot, thick, warm, wrapped in a wool sock, had a soldier standing at full salute in record time. The reaction was impossible to hide. Victor's foot had barely grazed his bulge before Ron's entire body betrayed him. How am I doing? Terrible. I want TikTok back. Two sets of eyes found him at once. 3 if he counted his own as he glanced down at the tent in his trousers. Ron's confusion melted away into helpless pleasure at the sight of his cock caught between them, stroked in tandem. Merlin's left and right bollock held his grundle and asshole too. He was going to soak his trousers if this went on another second. Ron gritted his teeth and pinched the side of his tie, desperate for a jolt of pain to drag him back from the brink, back to reality. Here comes gravity. It didn't work, so Mom forgive him. He pictured Aunt Muriel naked. Softer, but not enough. Aunt Muriel dancing naked in front of Seamus with his bloody chocolate frog. There, better. Zachary, I'm totally with you. I still think we need some alcohol to forget all of this. Oh my god. Oh my god. He exhaled slowly, bracing himself to open his eyes. When a hand clamped down on his shoulder, he nearly jumped out of his skin. A pair of twinkling green eyes studied him from behind round spectacles. Brows knit with concern. "You're right, mate. You look awful." Ron could only blink back. He was fairly certain all his blood had migrated south in one spectacular rush, because his head felt impossibly light. Harry's head tilted, and one could have sworn the bloke's mouth twitched with amusement. But it was hard to tell through the haze. Across the table, Malfoy smirked, his usual air of boredom sharpened into something far too knowing. "You're looking a little peaky, Weasley. Best head home before you give us all spattergroid of the bollocks." I don't even know what the fuck this means, guys. His posh little drawl cut through his stupor. Deafy, tight arsed git that didn't even sound like a real disease. Malf was right, Harry agreed, and to Ron's surprise, slipped a steadying hand under his elbow as he started to rise. "Let's get you to the flu. What's wrong? What's happened? Ron, you haven't touched your peas!" Molly gasped, already half out of her chair. Ron felt helpless, boneless, adrift in an ocean of almost pleasure, his cock, the lone buoy, keeping him afloat. "He's all right, Molly," Hermione said smoothly, standing and tugging Victor up beside her. "Ronald's just not feeling very well. Vic and I can side along him home. Make sure he goes straight to bed. I hate the fact that I cannot use my headphones. Please tell me you don't have me on loudspeaker right now." I don't know how I'm going to explain that to anyone who can hear me. Victor's eyes found Ron as Hermione lingered on the last word. Ron swallowed hard so he didn't stick up all over himself. I'm not gonna lie, this is a very strange fic. This is a very strange fic. Bro. Everything that followed blurred together. He blinked. Like, this is not, guys, after we're done, we're going to talk a little bit about consent, okay? I just want to make sure we after this fic, we're gonna talk about consent. We're gonna talk about the arsehole. I want to know why a male arsehole is tighter than a female arsehole, but I think I have to Google that. But I got loads of questions, alright? Loads of questions at this point. Oh, I'm sorry, Durai, you probably were not here. That was a fact made by the fanfic. That's not my personal opinion. Oh. Cat purring. I can't hear it. Where's my cat purring? Oh. That's my baby. That's actually Haru. That's my cat. That is not just a random cat from the internet. This is literally Haru. You sit down on the Weasley table, it's essentially entering a swingers club. It does, doesn't it? I think we're just gonna have endless purring at this point. I'm okay with that. It doesn't stop. How long? It's a minute? Okay. Oh, we got cleansed, people. We just got cleansed. A minute of thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. I miss my cats now. I don't have them in here today. Everything that followed blurred together. He blinked and was holding a sack of potions, blankets, socks, and a jumper shoved into his arms, his mom fussing over him, petting his cheeks and thanking Hermione and Victor. He wisely kept the bundle low, covering the softening swell in his trousers, a promising sign that blood was finally circulating somewhere other than south. Then he was outside, slapped by the frosty November air, dragged to the apparition point, and yanked into the ether. But not before Hermione pressed a warm kiss to his cheek. Then Victor slapped the other one, leaving his hand there long enough that Ron's arse clenched. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Easily the weirdest bloody dinner of his life. As soon as his as soon as wait. I can't. Hold on a second. Hell. There we go. I'm sending SOS signs. As soon as his feet hit solid ground, Ron figured this was it. He was going to feel like he'd been jelly-legged for the rest of his natural life. Perfect. And now he wasn't even in his flat? He turned to his left. Hermione, what in the bloody hell is going... Shut up, Ronald. This is how it's going to go. We're all so very tired. Ron tossed the care sack his mom had forced on him, and it landed on the sofa with a heavy thunk. What in the four founders was she on about? If you're so tired, then why am I in your flat? She pressed a finger to his lips. Ron froze. Hermione was always a bossy little swat, sure, but this felt different. It felt heated. Not like he was in trouble for once, but something else. He couldn't place it. Probably because tonight had already been a flaming whirlwind of confusion, arousal, and what he suspected was early onset cardiac arrest. It apparently ran in the family. Listen, she murmured, stroking his cheek. We're all tired for you, Ronald. It must be exhausting trying so hard to hide such a beautiful part of yourself. We just want you to be happy, and while everything I've read says we should wait for you to come out on your own time, I just think maybe, per usual, you need a little push. Leviosa! Ron blinked. then blinked again, then wondered if he was actually having a stroke. Jin was right. He needed to lay off the sausages. It was at this point, while he was still bloody baffled, that he realized Victor was no longer standing beside him. His eyes darted around. Hermione's wild mane of curls, searching for the bloke. The face expressions are doing it for me. I'm trying. I don't know if you can see how embarrassed I am. Hi, por favor, Exa, welcome. Given how the night had gone so far, he wouldn't be surprised if Victor came back wearing nothing but those thick wool socks he'd felt rubbing against his cock earlier. Hermione traced a finger along his jawline, her nail catching on the stubble as it dragged. I sadly do not speak Russian, my friend. Ron was suddenly too hot. He needed water, air, space. But if Hermione Granger touched you like that, you don't bloody move. I knew about the poster long before Vic told me what happened tonight. Ron's hand dropped to his hips. Well, look, I know you've gotten loads of times on that picture of Patilda backshot, and I don't go sticking around my feet in your... He flicked his gaze to her crotch, then back up to her eyes. Hermione only smiled. Oh, love, you're almost there. Her other hand came up, fixing the collar of his shirt like she was primping him for a ministry ball. Aye, my drink is empty. That should be a crime. Then both hands slid down the front of his chest, nails dragging lightly over the soft flannel. They paused at his belt, and Merlin Almighty, he actually leaned into her touch. Thank you, whoever did that. She smirked. I think it's pretty obvious I like women a lot. Right on cue, his cock gave a little hello twitch. She smirked. And the man. Her eyes, which had been fixed on his growing bulge, flicked up to meet his, and the earnest desire Ron saw there pulled all the air out of the room. She wanted him, really wanted him. But she was also worried about him. The deft, brilliant heart of her, so sure she'd cracked some code. Wait, are they hazing Ron in this? Yes, maybe? I don't know. Ron is not gay, Zachary, that's all I know. Ron reached out and brushed her cheek with his knuckles. I'm actually loving it that there's like at least 3 people in chat that are actually into this. I'm like, thank you for sticking along. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't think this is a canon either, considering Harry is dating Malfoy. Ron, she interrupted with a little more force. You can like both. It doesn't have to be one or the other. I mean, look at your family, aside from Bill, who is as hetero as one gets, and Percy, who couldn't be anything but the world's neediest bottom. Everyone else is bisexual. If it weren't for them, I'd say it was a Weasley trade. You're not into this as much, but you stay. Thank you. Stay for me. It's Giga Canon. Malfoy takes it like a... You mean Malfoy's R's, right? The tightest R's in Hogwarts. Don't ever say my name in the same sentence as Ron and Gay. I'm sorry, Zachary. Oh my gosh. I can't. Ron blinked. Hold on. How do you know my siblings' sexual preferences? Yeah, Hermione. It's come up a few times since Vic and I got together. Her tone was casual, but her fingers weren't. What the fuck? Has she been sleeping with the entire Weasley family? Hermione! You're a slut! The buckle popped just as he managed. Speaking of the big Bulgarian rampant in the room. Hermione's gaze lifted over Ron's shoulder, a slow wolfish smile curling her lips. Before he could turn, a thick, muscled arm swooped into his line of vision, holding a glass of amber liquid. The warm scent of fire whiskey hit him just as Hermione plucked it neatly from the hand. Ron barely had time to register Victor before that free hand hooked into his belt and tucked him backwards until his spine slammed into warm, solid muscle. His breath caught, then stuck entirely, when another tumbler of fire whiskey appeared in front of his face. Victor leaned in. "Beard grazing one's ears," he ordered. "Drink." Just like at dinner, Ron lit up like a sodding Yule tree. Every nerve ending firing off in a frantic, terrified, yet absolutely jubilant chorus. He wasn't a small bloke by any measure, but Victor, still wrapped around him as if he were nothing, his broad shoulders and huge frame swallowing Ron whole. He reckoned this was how the snitch felt every time it was snatched out of the air by those massive hands. I love how your voice goes loud to stuff. Thank you. I actually love reading. I'm just gonna make a little excursus here before we go further into this deep erotica that I'm going to have nightmares of. I love reading. Usually I do read to children because I used to be a I can't believe I'm talking about children right now. I used to work at like a kindergarten. And I really love reading to children. I love to read books. I love to try and, pronounce things so people, oh my god, Anhalt. No. Hi, sweetheart. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that your internet came back for this. This is not the kind of ASMR you've been waiting for, Anhalt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's really long, just like Victor's dog. Man, since the very first time I joined Goro, I was waiting for the ASMR session. This is so good. Thank you. That really means a lot, Neon. I feel so silly for doing this script, but I just love reading, to be honest. Hi, Kier. I wish. Alright, we're still at Victor and his massive hands. No worries, just woke up, barely slept. You missed some extreme TikTok activity earlier. Victor's hand slid across Ron's hip, fingers catching the loose buckle and dragging the leather strap across his groin, slow enough that Ron felt every inch of it. His cock throbbed violently as the edge skimmed just above where he desperately wanted to be touched. Wait. You want it? Ronald, drink. Hermione's voice was soft, but no nonsense. Only then did Ron realize he'd shut his eyes. And worse, he'd melted into Victor like a bloke who hadn't been properly shagged since the Triwizard Tournament. Which wasn't true, of course. Oh my god. However, he really, really needed to get laid. But by Victor? Oh my god. I'm just gonna here. You guys see this? What does shag mean? Getting. Do you guys see this here? Handheld, I had so much fun earlier before stream because the battery of the deal was empty and I had to run out and get a new battery. When you get shagged, you get the scubussy filled. Oh, it's getting hot in here. The belt buckle hit the floor with a sad little clink. The sound of Ron's heterosexuality giving up the ghost. Completely out of ideas for what to do with his hands, Ron grabbed the tumbler and pointed at it like an idiot. This is just fire whiskey, right? Nothing extra. No funny business. Hermione arched her brow. Ron, you want the funny business. I don't, he lied. Voice clammy. Oh no, Fent. No. I'm so ashamed, Fent. Glad to hear you had a good time. I bet you had to work on 1 hour of sleep. Oh, crazy. Oh, you were watching the Game Awards though? Maybe we can do that after too. I have watched like half of it. Hi, fan, sweetheart. I'm sorry I reacted that way. I'm feeling a little bit embarrassed about what I'm doing. I'm just happy that I woke up to hear your microphone works. Yeah, by the way, Kier. Kier, you wanna tell me a little bit about your party? I know you were on a party today. How drunk did you get? I don't want to be controversial, but after the years, sex stops being that special. Without being bad, there are some other things that you really need. I agree. I agree. I think sex is still. I think sex will always be special with the right person. But I do think a good cuddle with the right person at the right time is probably giving you more happy feelings than sex could ever do. He wobbled on unsteady legs, his strap throbbing like he hadn't partied like that since the Tri-Wizard tournament. How the fuck did you remember that? I just read that. Did he hear cuddles from Goro? Where can I sign up? I wish I could give you guys cuddles. We used up the drinks tap in 2 hours and I was told I'm not allowed specific drinks. No. Oh. I'm sorry. But you know what? Now you're here and you know what I can do? Here? I can tell you straight into your ear that you are a goddamn good boy. No, for real. I'm sorry that your day was crappy. You were looking forward to it. Hugs and cuddling gives such a great feeling. I agree. I agree. Neurons are firing. I need to do something about the script. I'm actually so sad because I left the cats out because of this mainly. The sound. I didn't want anything to go on my computer and shit. So I want my cats. I need my cats. I need my cats. Reading this very interesting things. Where were we? We were with the funny business guys. I'm sorry. I thank you for the special gift. Excuse me. You're welcome. Is it actually good though? Like I had no time to prep this mic. I'm so sorry. Because I was so late already and I felt so bad because it was my dumb ass. When I got the Dio mic, I tried it out immediately and I did the settings, I recorded myself, everything sounded so nice and I was like,
I'm not touching that again, right? So I put it all back into the safety thing. But I forgot to, there's a button to turn it off, and I think I forgot to turn the button. So the battery was just used up because it's like, I think 300 hours. So it just got used up. And today I was like 2 hours before stream, I was testing everything, you know. I was doing the sand stuff and all of that. I checked on the scripts, and then I put the makeup, and then nothing worked, and I got into a full-blown like mental breakdown. And then I googled, I looked up videos, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, the battery might be it. And then I ran to the store, I got myself a spare battery, and I unscrewed my fire alarm. Josh, oh, I didn't know that happens. Ignore that. You can get a kissy though if you want. It's haru crunching. Where's my thing? So yeah, I currently don't have a working smoke detector, so I might need Infinity to come at one point and put that back up. Alright, back to business, guys. Suyaki-tama! Hi! Thank you so much! Welcome! Thank you so much for the follow. We are reading very smutty fanfics today. Where were we? I don't, he lied. Voice climbing in pitch. I mean, I do, but I don't want potions, funny business. Last time I tried a performance potion, I ached at his throat. It took 10 orgasms before my knob called it quits. Thought my bollocks were gonna cough up dust. Lev wasn't complaining, but he shuddered. Never again. God has left the chat. Yeah, Zach, God has never been here. Not today. Not today. I'm proud he's not here today. I still have a chance to enter heaven after today's stream. Hermione giggled. Actually giggled. Then said breezily, I thought about having Vic put a drop of lust potion in it. But after dinner tonight, you clearly don't need it. Her eyes went molten amber as they dipped down and she licked her lips. Still, a little liquid courage is in order. I want you relaxed, completely relaxed, because you're going to need all your muscles loose if you're going to take every glorious inch. And trust me, Ron, it is truly glorious. Ron's brain glitched, and he didn't have time to reboot because Victor's huge warm hand slid under Ron's flannel. Oh, there we go. Calloused fingers dragging up his torso. Every scrape of rough skin against Ron's stomach sent a new bolt of fire and desire straight to his groin. He was so lightheaded that he'd sworn the last drop of blood in his body had already made a panicked sprint directly into his trousers. Then Victor's fingers brushed his nipple. It's finally the nipple. Ron actually gasped, a pathetic, breathless sound he denied to his dying breath, and decided on the spot that he no longer cared if the fire whiskey contained the lust potion, Veritaserum, or a tablespoon of Hagrid's bathwater. His body was moments from spontaneous combustion. He lifted the tumbler and knocked it back in one go. Victor's other hand came up, thick fingers wrapping around Ron's throat. Not tight, just a firm hand. Ron's Adam's apple bopped, I don't know, against Victor's palm as he swallowed, and Vic groaned, the rumble rolling down Ron's back like thunder. For the third time that night, Ron nearly died. Then lightning. The fire whiskey burned down his throat and kept going straight to the base of his spine, where a tight ball of horny panic was clenching. The warmth sank in and netted in, loosening something he'd been holding for years. He's coming out. He is gay. He is gay. Ron is gay. Victor hummed in his ear. That was a big swallow. Hi, Zach, for joining the Godless Clan today. Here, let me write your name down. Oh, I'm dying. Zach, thank you so much. I might be a bad idea to eat while listening to this. Well, that has never happened before. Like, I watched Saw while you're eating, but even this is too much. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. And Harold, I allow you to put me on mute. Just enjoy your dinner, please. Ron made a noise that was decidedly not English, or even a word. And Hermione, smuck as a sneasel. What's a sneasel? Can someone look that up? What's a sneasel? Hi, Dara. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Please clean your ears and put something in them. This is so embarrassing. No, don't be sorry, please. No, it's wait. I'm gonna copy paste it. I think it's like a Pokemon. Oh no, that's not the right copy paste. This one. A Kneasel. Smuck as a Kneasel who'd eaten the whole coop. It sounds like it's a chicken or something. Gesundheit, danke. Vielen Dank, Kier. Plucked the empty glass from his hand and set it on the side table beside hers. I told you, she said sweetly. You didn't believe me? She blinked up at Victor through those bloody eyelashes, biting her plump lower lip. A Kneasel is a cat-like magical creature. Oh, it's a big cat? It's a cat-looking thing? Oh, I want that. Kneasels are intelligent cat-like creatures that have a talent for spotting those who are less than trustworthy. Oh, Main Moon X Gremlin. I see. I see. I told you, she said sweetly. You didn't believe me? She blinked up at Victor through those bloody eyelashes. Victor made a deep pleased sound in his chest. I'd never doubt you, Mila. Then in a voice that curled Ron's toes as he commanded, now come here. Ron barely had time to panic about who he meant before Victor hauled him tighter against his chest. That massive hand stayed firm around Ron's neck, his thumb rubbing over the curve of Ron's Adam's apple in slow, soothing strokes. Oh, I can stroke you guys too now. Can you hear that? I'm stroking you. I can even nibble your ear. This is so fucking weird. I already have cat hair on this mic, by the way. I'm sorry I'm petting you. I'm really sorry I did that. I'm so sorry. I thought you messed up, Weasel. That was a bite? Yeah. This is really funny. You have no idea. Well, not the story, but the mic. I can finally start my OnlyFans now. We got this now. Guys, prepare for more Patreon content. I'm joking.
I know I liked ASMR, but I never heard anyone gag on the air before. Sorry, I'm new at this. Oh, where were we? I'm trying. Oh my god, we're like halfway, guys. We're like halfway. I need to drink. Can you hear that? Oh. Oh no, there's no more bubbles. Quick question. Can I request a fable reading? You know what, Neon? I would love to do more readings. If you just put stuff on the Discord, we will take a glance at it. We always have to make sure that I'm allowed to read it and stuff like that. But yeah, sure. Why not? How much for a personalized message? 10 biddies. Where were we? One items, apple. Yeah. His own hands weren't quite sure what to do with themselves. They hovered awkwardly near his stomach, fingers flexing uselessly. He felt like he was bloody malfunctioning. I thought you were gonna tell me what to do. Well, now you're putting me on the spot, guys. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hey Josh, thank you so much for your biddies, and thank you so much for always being here and supporting me with all your positive and sunshine personality. You normally have to provide a script. I'm trying to get off script. Did I do okay? Was that okay? What you eating? I wish I was eating. I'll go on my script. My script. There we go. She's eating our ears. My phone is on stereo. Just found out. Ooh. Hey, Rookie. Thank you for the love, Storm. I know this is a very different stream from usual. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised that I'm okay talking this way. I feel so dumb. I'm usually so loud and so crazy, like screamy. I don't know. It's kind of fun to just read stuff. I do hold back like crazy though, and I still think I'm too loud, so yeah. It's a work in progress. I'm sorry. Oh. I like numbing on your ears. It's fun. Meanwhile, Victor's other hand roamed over Ron's chest from behind, fingers threading lazily through the ginger hair. Every curl Victor toyed with sent a shock of warmth he could feel everywhere. Yet somewhere in that haze, Ron realized there was something very large and very hard pressing into his arse through his denims. He tried to ignore it, then failed spectacularly. His hips twitched closer, once and again. Merlin, his body was betraying him left and right tonight. I just stumbled upon you, but I've got to say you're very calming, even if the material isn't. Thank you, Zach. I honestly, Zach, this is my first time doing ASMR. We did a little bit of chatting every now and then, but I'm mainly a gamer. And when I'm gaming, I'm not really super calm. Like, I think I'm still a very nice person, but I'm a little bit loud. I'm a screamer streamer. But doing this is kind of fun. I like it. I enjoy it.
Here, help me, Hermione murmured. Before he could protest, not that he wanted to, Hermione made quick work of his buttons. His shirt parted and cool air kissed his chest, making his nipples tighten. Pico! Thank you for the raid, Pico. Thank you. I understand I'm trying to say you'd be good at doing this. Thank you. Oh, that means a lot to me. I think it's always a bit scary because I'm always... Why are we whispering? Because I'm in your ear, Pico. This is Goro ASMR. What was I gonna say? I'm sorry. Thank you, Pico, for the raid. I appreciate you so much. You definitely deserve all the loves. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know that a lot of people are not very like a lot of my current community, a lot of my current viewers, they don't really. It's like 50-50. Some of them enjoy a little bit of ASMR and just talking, and some of them are more like a please go game. And so I want to try and have it in a healthy medium for sure. But I'm enjoying this more than I should probably because we're reading a fucking interesting fanfic. Oh, Biko. China! Thank you for the sub! Here, let me put you on here. Oh, I'm going to put you in my little sand castle. Thank you so much. China. And a little for you too. Honestly, I've learned more into the Samurai side as of lately. Leaned, yes. Yeah, I don't know, I haven't really watched ASMR content myself so much, but I think I enjoy the talking, if that makes sense. I love hanging out with people, so even in my gaming streams, I am always with chat. Like, I try to always get every single message and respond. That's like kind of my number one prio. So I think it kind of makes sense to me. All right, we have to go back to it's getting wild right now, guys. It's getting wild right now. Before he could protest, oh, the buttons. He must have looked embarrassingly eager as his soft hands delicately glided over his torso. Can someone make Uncle in China up to speed with the story? Thank you so much. The sensation was completely different from Victor's rough, warm grip. Ron was still halfway useless with his hands when Hermione caught them one by one and guided them gently to her waist. The moment she did, Ron's fingers tightened instinctively, grateful for something solid to hold on to. His breath shuddered out of him. He needed that grounding more than he cared to admit. I gotta go, but I promise to lurk every now and then. Thank you so much, Slag, and thank you for the congratulations. I really can't believe it's been 3 years. Hermione is smashing the entire Weasley family. I know, she's a Hermione. ASMR is nice because it's a contrast. That is so true. I like that, Neon. That's actually very sweet. I like that. For me, streaming is an outlet as well. Like, it's obviously streaming and the way I want to do it. And I don't want to say the word professional, but I mean, I'm trying my best to look professional, to, you know, give you guys the best quality, with the best gear, etc., etc., with new, fresh ideas. So even though it's an outlet to have fun for me too, and to meet you guys and to hang out with you guys, there's always the aspect of trying to give it my best, and that obviously is a little bit of stress as well. But yeah, no, I fully understand. I kind of really like it. It feels pretty neat. It feels pretty calming. Story recap. Abracadabra, ding dong bong, Ron is a bottom and Hermione is a dom. You forgot Victor in there. This is a threesome handheld. Oh yeah. Then they moved in sync. Like they were using what? How do I say that word? What? How do I say that word? I can't. I literally can't. Legilimency? Well, what does that mean? I need to Google. Magic. It's a magical ability from fucking Harry Potter. it's an ability from Harry Potter. How the fuck are we supposed to know that? Yes, thank you. I was like, this is not English. Your best is good and I love your best. Thank you, Kier. 100 biddies is a lot of smoochies. And you go back into my sand pot. With a big ol' heart. Thank you. Like they were using Ligilimblum to communicate. Victor's fingers found Ron's pack and pinched firm enough to wrench a sharp inhale from him. And at the same time, Hermione leaned in and wrapped her mouth around his nipple, sucking it between her lips with a wet, obscene little sound that kicked his pulse into a gallop. Ron's knees simply gave up their contract with gravity. He would have folded to the floor if Victor hadn't tightened his arm around Ron's chest, holding him upright like he weighed nothing. Ron could only stare downward. Not the pepperonis. As Hermione's pink tongue flicked over his nipple again, making it shine while Victor held it steady for her. This is guys, this is going very, very sexy, guys. His brain was doing nothing, absolutely nothing, just static and the distant, horrified whisper of, I am never going to be able to look these two in the eye again. Hermione released his nipple with a soft, wet pop. We should move to this bedroom. Victor's beard scraped Ron's ears as he dipped his head to murmur, only if Ron wants to continue. Oh, now they're asking for consent. Continue to what? Ron wanted to ask very loudly, but his head was already nodding before his words could catch up with him. No, use your words, Ronald. Hermione stepped back just as Victor finally let him go, and without that brick wall of a man behind him, Ron felt dangerously close to crumbling straight to the floor. He's right, Hermione said, taking Ron's hands and giving them a gentle squeeze. Enthusiastic consent only, but I promise we're going to take care of you. Fine. Yes, he managed, and maybe Victor only likes to watch? That wasn't too mental, right? Except as Hermione tucked him down the hall towards the bedroom, Ron glanced over his shoulder. Victor was stalking after them like some great predatory beast, dark waves slightly mussed and deep brown eyes looking unapologetically on Ron's arse.
His nimble fingers were unfastening the buttons of his own shirt with deliberate ease. Then Ron remembered Hermione purring something about taking in every inch, and heat surged up the back of his neck and exploded across his cheeks. He had very much overlooked that part. Probably because she'd been shoving fire whiskey into his hands while Victor was gripping his neck like a bloody broomstick. The memory alone made his cock throb so sharply against his fly that it hurt. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna let the cats in. I just have to be very careful. But they're scratching the doors.
Lucy.
Maybe we can get some cat purrs. You wanna come up here? You have to be very careful, Lulu. Actually, I'm kind of glad my cats hopefully don't understand English right now. Lulu, are you kidding me? She immediately walks into the sand. Are you shitting with me? Nope. Nope. Are you shitting with me? You immediately put your paw in there. It's not a cure anymore. It's just a paw. How much sand do you have now? How much sand do you have on your puss? She immediately did that. Look at that. I knew I shouldn't have let them in. I knew I shouldn't have let them in. And what are you doing, sweetie? She's a menace. She's a menace to society. My cat's a menace. Oh no, the thing is everywhere. Thanks, Lulu. I love my cats, but sometimes Lulu is just a little mean, menacing devil. Right, I'm probably gonna have sand on my mouse. Alright. I need a second to find back where we were because Lucy just kind of taking in every inch. Thank you, Stan. Let me put you up here. Thank you so much for the biddies. The Lulu's just very curious. Stan. And a heart up here. You're one of my favorite Twitch streams. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I always have so much fun saying your name. Even though sometimes I fail and then I'm very sorry. Sorry, that was my cat. Obviously, they're gonna be a little bit noisy. Oh no. The sand got everywhere, guys. Ball was right that the sand is gonna be everywhere in the end. Thank you, Stan. Shrimpy, 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 shrimpy. My shrimp, who's been with me for such a long time. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Oh my god, the memory alone made his cock throb so sharply. I remember that line. He had been sandwiched between them. Hermione had her mouth on his nipples, and his cock was so hard now that every cursed step down this hallway felt like it might split him clean in two. Honestly, whatever they put in that fire whiskey could have been a little stronger. The buzzing anticipation was getting in his head, like every thought was vibrating in place, threatening to sprint off in 12 directions at once. Hermione must have sensed it, because the second they crossed the bedroom threshold, she jumped him.
It had been years since he'd kissed Hermione, but the moment her lips crashed into his, Ron fell straight into the familiar rhythm. It hit him all at once, this warm, instinctive slide of mouth, like coming home to something he hadn't realized he missed. Her lips were pillowy soft, kneading into his with that fierce gentleness only Hermione Bloody Granger ever managed. Her hands roamed first, over his stomach, up his chest, slipping beneath his open shirt to push it off his shoulders. Then she went straight for the bottom of his trousers with determined fingers. Ron's confidence rebuilt itself moment by moment, moan by moan, as he pressed his tongue past the seam of her lips. He grabbed the hem of her dress, tucked it over her head, and tossed it aside as they stumbled deeper into the room together. Surely he was allowed to touch where he pleased. Victor hadn't pummeled him yet. Speaking of, Victor wasn't in his line of sight, probably lingering behind to let Hermione soften him up. Smart move, because it was absolutely working. Ron tore from the kiss of a hungry breath and ducked to nip and suck along the side of Hermione's throat. His fingers hovered at her bra clasp. Can I? Her body, she calls the shots. Victor's low tenor rolled from behind him, deep enough to vibrate along Ron's spine. Bye, Josh. Hermione cupped Ron's jaw, eyes bright and hot with fire. Ron, you have a blanket permission to touch me everywhere. Victor likes it, I promise. They have a weird relationship, bro. Ron didn't hesitate. He didn't need telling twice, and unclasped the bra in practice flick. Sliding the straps down her shoulders, he eased back enough, and just in time to watch Hermione's perfect tits do that little bounce of freedom. He bit his lip. Yeah, it was still his bloody favorite. If you like these, Hermione murmured, giving her tits a deliberate little bop. Just wait until you see his cock. I'm sorry. If you like these, Hermione murmured, giving her tits a little deliberate little bop. Just wait until you see his cock. That's written so perfectly. You're going to look so hot with it down your throat, Ron. I'm losing it. Oh my. Ron might have sounded something between a choke and a prayer, but Hermione was already impatiently flicking her wand. Every last stitch of their clothes vanished. Ron managed to tear his attention away from Hermione's perfect curves to look over his shoulder. His heart stopped, restarted, then stopped again for good measure. Victor was already naked, and Merlin's mighty cunt. That man was an Adonis. He bloody knew it too. Smirking, he approached with a slow swagger. Oh, he's swaggering. Giving Ron every cursed second to take him in. And take him in, he did. Honestly, what the hell else was he supposed to do? Clearly the gods had created the bloke with one singular intention. Victor wasn't a man with so much as a geological formation. A bloody landmark, really. His shoulders were broad enough to block a Quidditch goal, and attached to sculptured arms dusted in dark hair that made Ron's fingers twitch with a frankly embarrassing urge to touch. Ron's mouth went dry, very, very dry, just like Goronyanya's mouth from reading so much. Hermione hadn't been exaggerating, not even a little bit. Victor's cock was, well, it was less a cock than it was more of a weapon. A thick, heavy pillar that suited the rest of him perfectly. He was fully hard, but so massive that instead of pointing straight ahead like a normal dick, it angled downward under its own weight, like it was about to tunnel straight through the damn floorboards. The head was flushed a deep, angry red against his olive skin.
thick veins snaked along the side. Why am I describing this dick so perfectly? Holy moly. Yep. Victor wrapped a large hand around himself, gave a firm squeeze, and Ron's mouth flooded so fast he had to swallow before he drooled on himself. Ron bought a scream like a mandrake. Now, this is one hell of a sentence to join into. Hi, General Gremlin. Yeah, we're reading a spicy fanfic today. I'm so sorry. Celebrating 3 years of being a streamer. Yay! Then Victor stopped, his lips a single breath away, and Ron's panic slammed back in. He'd never kissed a man. He told himself it was the same mechanics as kissing a woman, but his brain supplied one entirely unhelpful thought anyway. Blimey, that's a lot of men to start with. Thank you, Dara. Thank you, Gremlin. I've been doing some work while lurking and I'm dying over how unimpressed by their shenanigans you sound. I am trying my fucking best, Serena. I'm fully blushed in real life. You guys have no idea. I was like, before we started stream, I was like, in my matcha on Discord, I was like, Envy, if we get banned for life because of this, you owe me like 10 grand. And he agreed, so I'm genuinely worried about what I'm doing here. I have written, like, written confirmation. I can't wait for my 10 grand. But thank you. Getting praise from you, someone who knows way more about ASMR streams, that's big. Thank you. At least it's not my immortal. Bro, I'm gonna send you a screenshot. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna send you a screenshot. It's gonna go into mod chat. There you go, Enheld. If I can talk about bedazzling paninis for 3 hours, you're totally fine. Thank you. Oh, well, let's get back to Victor's cock. Victor tilted his face up, utterly unhurried, like he already knew Ron would follow. Of course Ron did, and every thought promptly swirled out of his brain like bathwater dowing a sodding drain. Victor didn't crash into him or shove. He claimed him. His mouth brushed Ron's once, just a testing spark, before sealing over his lower lip, catching it, holding it captive between his own. Ron felt the warm puff of Vic's exhale against his cheek, felt the firm shape of that ridiculous mouth. And bloody hell, it felt right. It is lovely to see Goro trying to be either an edgy villain or super sussy. This is so true, Neon. This is so true. Ron's breath hitched. His whole body felt tuned to that single point of contact, every nerve leaning forward, asking for more. He'd even forgotten Hermione existed, which was mad. She was Hermione, until her tits pressed right into his back, soft and warm. Like she'd sensed he needed another anchor before he floated straight out of his own skin. Her hands skimmed up his arms, fingers tracing the familiar swirls of scars he supposed belonged to her as much as him, seeing as she'd saved his life. She took his wrists and guided him to Vic's stomach, then slid her fingers through his, helping him explore every ridge and line of muscle,
Together they tangled their hands in the dark hair, coarse and curling around their touch. He felt Hermione mold herself along his spine, her soft stomach flush to his lower back, her hips nudging forward as she bent to follow the movement of their hands. The pressure made Ron stumble a step. And the step slammed him straight into Victor. And that was when their cocks touched. Thank you for the follow. I think your timing is great. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy. The sound effects? Yeah, you know, I have a couple of other sound effects for ASMR, so they're not so loud. But yeah, we definitely have to work on the boosters and some other things. Hi, Jimmy. It was like a spell backfired. A full body. Emma Munana as well. Oh my god, that was so fast. Wait, maybe we can put Emma on here too. Jimmy and Emma. Thank you. You both got a heart though. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that so much. We're currently at the part where dicks have been touching, so it's getting hot. It was like a spell backfired, a full body jolt of magic, pleasure, panic, and one very loud internal "oh bugger me" ran the length of him until his knees wobbled. Ron groaned, and Victor caught the sound of his mouth before pulling back. On your knees. Ron wasn't sure if he was about to faint or come untouched at the command. It didn't matter. He dropped fast enough to bruise, something he'd definitely feel in the morning, along with everything else to come. Thank you, Jimmy. Is this still considered a one fight? I guess, in a way. Hermione followed, settling behind him, her hands everywhere, steadying him, stroking him, keeping him tethered, while his entire worldview flipped itself outside out. He knew what Victor was waiting for. He knew exactly what was expected of him. Except now, face to face with a cock the size of a sodding beater's bat. He paused. Not because he didn't know how to suck cock. He had one. Plenty of lips had been on it. He understood the theory, pressure, rhythm, enthusiasm. But what if this was like Quidditch? What if he was brilliant on paper and absolute shite in the air? And Victor was massive. One wrong angle, and his arbitrary was going to include the phrase tragic oral incident. So, as Ron stared down the barrel of Vic's giant prick, he reminded himself again, because it bore repeating. He wasn't gay. He was just curious. My mouth is watering, no homo. Oh my god, true. It's not a land fight because Victor clearly got a staff. Oh man, I love you, Angel. You're so smart. You come up with the best things. Wait, is this Harry Potter? It is, yes. It's called Better Late Than Never. I finally understand the title. Before he could spiral any further, Hermione leaned around and nuzzled into the crease where Vic's thick thigh met the base of his cock. I have never in my entire life said the word cock so many times, especially on stream. Dragging her nose and lips up his length, like she was snorting some muggle drug. Her eyes actually rolled at the feel of him. It might have been one of the most erotic things Ron had ever witnessed, Hermione doing cocaine. His cock throbbed helplessly in the open air, so he fixed that immediately, wrapping his fingers around his own leaking prick.
He smeared the wetness down. It's getting uncomfortable, guys. It's getting uncomfortable. I can't. Where's my beer, guys? Where's my beer? I'm surprised I still have not heard cum gutters. Like, I feel I've heard everything else. Yeah, don't worry. I kind of... There were a couple of words I let out. I can't. He smeared the wetness down his shaft with one shaky stroke, then back up again, slowly fucking into his fist, because if he sped up even a fraction, he'd come all over Victor's toes. Hermione wrapped her hand around Victor's face and squeezed. The bead of pre-cum at the tip swelled heavy and shining. Ron's mouth instantly started to water again. I can't read the next sentence.
You got the first taste, Ron. Stick out your tongue,
she purred. She offered Victor's flushed, rosy head like an unwrapped gift towards Ron. He swallowed hard, leaned in, and obediently stuck his tongue out. The salty, musky taste hit him, bodily flipping a bloody switch in his brain that demanded more. His tongue dragged over the weeping slit, and Victor shuddered, releasing a deep, low sound that rattled Ron's skull. It was more satisfying than any praise Victor could have said out loud. Before he could even begin to sort out how horribly dangerously right that all felt, Hermione was guiding him again, nudging him forward until his lips wrapped around the tip. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, I need I have a second script. I need a little break. So we're just gonna. I'm sorry. I know it's very intense right now, but I'm just gonna go into something else. Okay, just give me 5 minutes. The script is really intense too. I'm just gonna start.
I am Groot. I am Groot. I'm Groot. I am 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 Groot. I'm Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. I'm Groot. I am Groot. I'm Groot. I'm Groot. I am 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 Groot. Am I Groot? I am Groot. I'm Groot. I am 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 Groot. I'm Groot. I'm Groot. I'm Groot. I'm Groot.
All right, that was it. Back to the cocks. He'd expected to feel at least a little bit weird and foreign. It didn't. It was stupidly natural, like his mouth had been waiting his whole life to be stuffed by Victor's cog. Ron sucked him in, and Victor's hips gave the smallest involuntary roll, and that kicked off a series of sensations that, quite frankly, were a bit bewildering. Hermione moans mixed with Victor's rough curses in Bulgarian. Ron's mouth relaxed on pure instinct, and suddenly he heard more of Victor's cock than he meant to, his lips stretching, throat tightening, eyes watering, pride crumbling like a stale biscuit. I mean, sucking pee-pee is not gay unless you look him in the eyes, and if you have socks on. Don't forget the socks. And Victor has, we learned that he has wool socks on. So Victor is not gay. His hands abandoned his stick and flew to Victor's thighs. He made to pull back, totally spooked and certain he'd made a terrible mistake. But Hermione's free hand slid between his legs, cupped his buttocks, and soothed. Good, Ron. You're doing so well. He practically blacked out. So when her other hand slid lower, fingers flick from a lubrication charm. Ah, bro, they have lubrication charms! This wizard world! Circling the tight ring of muscle between his arse cheeks, he didn't register it as something new. Just another overwhelming sensation. There was a gentle push, then a deeper one. His mouth bobbed forward as her fingers breached his hole. Oh no, and Victor's cock bumped the back of his tongue. Ron made a noise he would deny even under cruciatus. In all fairness, he was being invaded from both ends. He gagged, and a mortifying rush of spit spilled from the corners of his mouth, dripping down his chin in warm red rivulets. Victor's hand clamped the back of his head and pulled him off just enough to let him suck in air. You lied, Victor growled, sounding more impressed than put out. You've sucked cock before. Ron shook his head, chest heaving. A thick strand of saliva stretched from his lips to the ruddy tip. Then you were made for it, Victor said, thumb smearing spit across Ron's lips. Oh god, it's only gonna get worse from here. Guys, I'm getting back to the SOS. Ron is a crazy guy. Yeah, he was born for sucking dick. He was born for sucking dick. Ron is a sucker. Your voice is too powerful. Oh, I wish. Thank you, though. It's time to switch to the other one. I don't know. Now I'm kind of committed. I think we're just holding on. Maybe I'll I'll squeeze through the hard parts. Oh no, I did not really say that. Oh fuck, I scrolled down. I scrolled down too hard. Oh, I see Hermione climaxing. 1 second. Oh fuck. I just read the word spit on him. I'm getting very confused. Where's this going? Oh god. Oh my god. Oh, this is getting so bad right now. Ron obeyed, sucking him again while hollowing his cheeks. Victor shredded, the muscle in his thigh twitching under his palms. He whimpered around Victor, ass clenching tight around Hermione's fingers, and everyone moaned in a filthy chorus. The burning pleasure of being stretched at both ends hit him so hard that Ron practically separated from his own body. That's probably a spell too. Looking down at himself, hopefully figuratively, Ron wasn't entirely sure he understood what was happening, only that it involved a litany of fists. He'd never brag about it. He'd never had a finger, let alone 2, in his arse, which in hindsight made him a right idiot for denying lavender so often. I guess that's a person. He'd definitely never sucked, well, choked on a cock before. And most importantly, he'd never been this bloody hard in his entire life. You gotta read that part with the most downtown London accent. Oh, I'm so bad at accents. Like, my English is not even that good. I'm gonna try. Blimey, he really had been missing out. It was like discovering fire existed because someone had set your bollocks alight. I didn't hate it, not one bit. Still wasn't gay though. Not as long as Hermione was there, right? Your natural looks perfect. Thank you. He shifted, trying to move his knee off the deep seam in the floorboard, and the coarse hair on Victor's calf brushed against his. I swear to God, if you know, there's like this thing that's a word search. If you do a word search on this, there would be like the word cock would be here 500 times. Minimum 500 times. I've never said the word cock so many times in my life. Hermione groaned. Relax, Ronald. You're already so tight. She continued to work him open, diligently stretching him with the same methodical care she applied to an arithmancy problem. He didn't mind, truly. Hermione was thorough, an overachiever, the perfect candidate to pioneer the unexplored territories of his arsehole. He trusted her with graver tasks before, though few felt quite as monumental as preparing him for the monster cock currently using his tonsils as a punching bag. He reckoned defeating Voldemort ranked rather high too. Her two delicate fingers pumped in and out while she whispered a fresh lubrication charm. She was going slow, paying close attention to the moment her knuckles slipped past that stubborn ring of muscles. But Hermione's careful pace was worlds apart from Victor's brutal thrusts. The blonde head of his, I'm just gonna say penis, slammed against the back of Ron's throat. I'm swapping it up a bit. Dragging a violent gag out of him, he pulled back, coughing. Sorry, Victor grunted. Forgot how eager to please first-time cocksuckers can be. We can take it slower. Is that right, Ronald? Are you eager to please Vic? Ron nodded, humming around Victor's length. With the slower rhythm, he managed to drag his tongue along the underside, tracing the thick veins. Victor hissed through his teeth. He's so tight, Vic, Hermione breathed, resting her chin on Ron's shoulder. Her soft exhales tickled the shell of his ears. Her arm worked between his arse cheeks. Tighter than Harry. Hermione fucked the entire fucking plane of existence in Hogwarts. I'm sure Hermione even fucked Voldemort before they defeated him. Oh, that fucking whore. Ron's eye flew open. He nearly pulled off entirely, but Victor's hand fisted in his hair, keeping him in place. Is that so? Victor panted. He's even tighter than Draco. Okay. What? Who hadn't they fucked? Ron questioned. But then it hit him. Add that to the list. He'd never been fucked before. Not once like this. He'd always been the one doing the pushing, the filling. And now here he was, stretched open, stuffed from both ends, taken more than he ever thought he could. Funny that. Another fist to chalk up while his brain scrambled and his body burned straight towards release. He was close, too close, and he wasn't even sure if he was allowed to come. Fuck, was he actually asking for permission? Thank you so much for such a night, Mommy. It is unforgettable. Sweet dreams, crazy. I'm so sorry. I'm this VOD is gonna be like immediately deleted. Oh my god. Thank you so much for supporting me. 3 years of streaming, bros. It's crazy. Don't mind me being stuffed from both ends. Sounds really enticing. I mean, it's like a good turkey stuffing, right? That's what we're talking about, right? It was just Thanksgiving. Gobble gobble. Gobble gobble. Can I? At least that's what he meant to say. What came out was a series of strangled, choking sounds around Victor's girth. The vibrations made Victor stagger a step. He was close too. Not yet, Victor growled, pulling out of Ron's mouth. His cock slapped bad and heavy against his thigh. At the same moment, Hermione... Oh no, this is not the mouse. I keep doing that. This is usually where my mouse is, guys. Hermione slipped her fingers free, and one whined at the sudden emptiness. Victor smirked down at him, thumb dragging across Ron's spit-slicked bottom lip before pressing inside. Ron didn't even think. He sucked around it, tongue swirling greedily. Some people look at turkeys and blush in jealousy. Exactly. So eager, Victor rasped. Is this what you imagined all these years when you touched yourself to my poster? Did you ever think my cock would be down your throat? Oh my god. High-spirited Logan, why do you guys join when I say these things? I feel like such a horrible person. I feel like Hermione. Hey, thank you so much, Logan, for the follow. Let me put you up here, Logan. I just joined. I know, I'm so sorry, Logan. This is not my usual content. I'm having a special celebration because we've been streaming for 3 years. And, yeah, my mods kinda gave me a fanfic to read. So this is my first actual ASMR stream. I think it's going swimmingly so far. British 80 plus ASMR, just what I need. You're welcome, Snowy. I never thought I would need a gay Harry Potter fanfic, but alright, where are we? Are you just eager to have me in your arms, stretching you until you can't think? Ron moaned helplessly. Too many questions at once. Victor hauled them upright in one easy pull and crushed their mouths together. Hermione slid in close, her hands slipping between their bodies. There was no cock at Hermione yet. There's... I think Hermione's gonna get jealous. He tastes so fucking good, she breathed. Victor caught her wrist, bringing her fingers to his mouth. He sucked them clean, slow and filthy. So fucking hot, Hermione gasped. But I need to see Ron take you, love. Okay. Gay ASMR read by a woman. Yeah. That's what happens when you have mods. AKA when you don't have mods, you got enemies as mods. Hermione is the mastermind behind all of this. Maybe she got tired of having to live with Victor's big, gigantic weapon of a cock. Hermione guided Victor backwards until the back of his knees hit the bed and he dropped onto it with a grunt. She nudged his thighs apart, spreading him wide open. Wait, are we fucking Victor now? Ron stood there like an absolute knob. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so lost on Harry Potter in general. I don't even know who. The Tri-Wizard Tournament. No way. He is from the Tri-Wizard Tournament, right? He's the one from the other school, one of the winners. And then he ends up being or is he just the dude from the from Quidditch? He's a Quidditch player. No, he's not Robert Pattinson. He's a Bulgarian. He's very like I described to you how he looks like, bro. I've been reading that nonstop. Victor's the Bulgarian Quidditch player. Yeah, but wasn't he was with Hermione on the ball? He took her to the ball as well. And I think he was the one in the tournament too. Wasn't he? Or am I thinking of someone else? I've never seen this man in my life. That's okay. Don't worry about it. It's better because otherwise you've had cock in your throat. Alright. Sorry. Ron is going to fuck Victor right now. Hermione glanced over her shoulder and jerked her chin in invitation. Come here. Ron's legs obeyed before his... Don't make me laugh, guys. Before his brain caught up. Spit on him. He tried, surely, but he must have swallowed all that extra salvial earlier because now only a pathetic little drop hit the tip. Victor lifted a hand and crooked his fingers. Ron leaned in, and Victor slid them straight to the back of his throat. Ron gagged hard, eyes watering, and suddenly his mouth was flooding. Victor fisted a hand in his hair, held him open over his cock, letting long ropes of spit drip onto the flushed head. I'm trying to not visualize all of this. I'm having such a hard time. The sound of Hermione's hands pumping Victor's massive length grew wetter, filthier. Each of the noise they made varied in pitch, but communicated the same pleasure. Turn around, Victor ordered. I need to drink. Hermione stepped aside, then took Ron's hand and planted them firmly on Victor's thighs, pinning them there like she knew something he didn't. Ron's face was level with her breasts, her tight, pink nipples practically begging for his mouth. It's getting too gay. I'm sorry, Snowy. I wish I was allowed to stop. Oh. Kiss me, she breathed. He looked up just as she wedged herself between his legs. Stealing his ear, she caught his mouth in a deep, devouring kiss. It was meant to distract him, he realized it a second too late, because Victor's hands were obviously already on his arse, spreading him wide open. A thumb pressed against his already loosened hole, and a lubrication charm, again, very useful, I wish we had that in real life, was whispered. Warmth flooded him. He clenched around it helplessly. Breathe, Ron. Victor's tone was gentle and sound, commanding and intent. Ron would, if he could, except Hermione was sucking the bloody oxygen right out of his lungs. Then he felt pressure at his entrance, bigger than Hermione's fingers. For one horrifying, exhilarating moment, he thought Victor was already pushing his cock in, but as it slid deeper, pumping once... Nope, just a bloody finger. Brilliant! This was the warm-up? Fuck! Victor growled, breath-shorting. He's so tight. You sure it won't hurt him? Feels like you barely prepped him at all. Hermione pulled away, gasping. That's the point. I want to watch you impale him. Split him in fucking two, Vic! I promise I'm reading this. I'm not making this up. Ron's eyes went wide as saucers, right before she dragged him back into another kiss. Sliding his fingers free, Victor then grabbed both of Ron's arse cheeks and spread him impossibly wide. Cool air hits his hole and he puckered involuntarily. Victor hissed at the sight. Your hands, Mila. Hermione immediately wrapped both hands around Ron's cock, just as Victor pressed his broad blonde head against his entrance. Hermione is wild. She is. The burn hit first, then the aching stretch, then a dizzy, blinding mix of pain and pleasure that threatened his entire existence. Ron's vision swam, and he realized there were tears lining his eyes. His fingers clawed at Victor's thighs, definitely leaving marks that would last until morning. And for the fourth time that evening, Ron was absolutely certain he was going to die. And then, quite sincerely, he was fairly certain he did. Fuck! He choked out. Nope, still alive. But as Victor's head pushed through the tight ring of muscle and kept going, Ron cared less and less about the state of his mortal coil. The stretch burned, but the deeper Vic sank, that sting melted into a bruising, addictive ache that yanked a helpless sound of his chest. Can you please imagine Ron doing the Hegao face? Absolutely. I wish you could see how fucking hot you look right now, Hermione murmured against his cock. She looked up at him through her lashes, her gaze both wicked and warm. I have the best view of your filthy hole stretched wide around Victor. How does he feel, Vic? Feels like I'm fucking an iron fist. I'm sorry. Yeah, Iron Fist has not been invented when the script was being made. I'm sorry, Iron Fist. Yes, Ron choked out. It feels fucking amazing. But I'm not going to last long. You'd better be touching yourself. Yes, of course. I'm so fucking wet right now, Hermione breathed. I can't. It's getting so embarrassing, guys. I could come just watching you fuck him. And that hit Ron square in the chest. Guilt curled through the heat. Hermione had spent the whole night giving without asking for anything. Finally, she was getting. Oh, yeah. He reached down. Hermione's getting some. He reached down, brushing a damp strand of hair from her face. Get up here. Your turn. No. This is it. I'm Groot. I am Groot. I'm Groot. I am Groot. I'm Groot. I'm Groot. I'm Groot. I am Groot. I'm 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 Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. 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 All right, there we go. Look at the mess we made, Hermione said. Oh no, who's gonna clean that up? That's okay, we know magic. Avada Kedavra. And everyone lived a happy life. Amazing fanfic, guys. Yep. 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 Good night, Flano. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't. Nope. I'm scrolling down a little bit. Oh my god, I think this was all just a dream. Hold on a minute. Oh no, never mind. No, it's fine. They're going for round 2. But round 2 is gonna have to be without us, guys. Holy fuck. I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. I'm Groot. You did great. I didn't expect you to reach well. I am a samurai, right? I'm trying my best. I might need some therapy. I am Groot. That was super amazing. I had so much fun. Yeah, I can't wait for the 10 grand. No, for real. Thank you guys. I'm glad that we finally get to use the mic. I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna continue this kind of fanfic. But I would love to do some more reading stuff. I enjoy this a lot. I enjoy the ASMR. I enjoy using the mic. I have no idea how this sounds like. Like, I'm gonna watch the wall and I'm gonna be like, this sounds horrendous and I'm so sorry. I couldn't check it beforehand. You're super brave and powered through. I did skip the end a little bit, guys, but I had enough of Ron's hole and Victor's cock. Enough for a lifetime. Enough hole and cock for a lifetime. To be honest, the reading is nice. The hot dirty stuff is cool as a joke. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm still a little bit scared because Twitch is not usually very kind. You're in it for 3 hours? Oh yeah, we did it. True. I mean, we were. I don't know. I want to say we probably could have went on for another hour. So I'm like, I'm good. I'm good, guys. I'm good. But yeah. For real though. I have said it at the start, but I just wanna say it again. Thank you. You read it in my post on either Twitter or the other one. That is. Oh, sorry. I got scared. My cat toy went off and I got scared. I really appreciate everyone who's been here for the full 3 years or a part of it. I've been through lots of ups and downs, especially recently. It's been quite tough. Work has been tough. And if it wasn't for a lot of you guys sticking around, even through the more harsher times, I don't think I'd be here. So I genuinely thank you. It sounds pretty fine, but why only the right ear? Oh no. I'm sorry. Is this better? I might have leaned a little bit to one side for now. I'll promise I'll be better. I promise I'll be a good girl. How? We got 70 more years together. 2095 is the year we have a big fight. That's okay with me. You have it pre-planned? Do you know what the fight's gonna be about already? Can I prep? No, for real though. Thank you for your content. It is always nice to listen to you. Not only the accent and voice, but it's so cool to listen to what you have to say. Oh, that's so nice. You're gonna tell me to stop adopting cats? I would never do that. Never. Rico, hi. Same with chat. Yeah. No, I honestly, I love my Twitch chat. We've been starting to multi-stream on different platforms. So YouTube currently is here. Hi. YouTube has been kind so far too, but TikTok has been hell. Today at least. So that was a bit painful. But we just ignore that one. Yeah, yeah. And always feel free to go on the Discord because the Discord is highly moderated. Lots of people are there, and we always enjoy our time there together. But yeah, I'm gonna say it one more time. I genuinely feel so much love for you guys and so much happiness that you're with me. I never thought that I'd be. I don't know. I thought when I started streaming it'll be a fun thing to do, and then I took it seriously very, very quickly. Because I'm always like that. Whenever I have goals or whenever I set out to do something, I'm like I'm trying to be like an overachiever. Um, so it's been hard that it's not that I haven't made as much progress as I would have loved to. Um, and that really, yeah, put a little bit of a damp on my mental. But that's why I'm so thankful to have you guys here, because you really, really, really have my back on these days where I'm feeling just down. And you especially have understanding for when I feel like I can't stream or can't bring my motivation to where I want it to be to stream. And you don't get mad if I take a break. So, yeah. Mwah. Thank you guys for 3 fucking years. 3 years of streaming. Yeah. It's exciting, and honestly, I love doing it. As much stress as it do be given me, I really like being here. And if I can just make one person's day a little bit better, even if it's just someone who wants to have a goon, I gladly be that person. And bam, Goro out. Goro out for today. That's me. Don't call me out. Thank you so much, everyone. Please enjoy your Friday evening. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be playing Dispatch. Dispatch. Thank you, Tara. Today was something else. Yeah, that was crazy. No need to game when you can edge. Let's go. I learned so many terms thanks to you guys. Alright. I'm gonna clean up my... I don't even know how I'm supposed to get this back. But I'm gonna clean up my pile here. Gonna cuddle the cats. Snowy gets a smooch. Everyone gets a smooch. Free smooch. And I wish you all a good night. And hopefully see you guys tomorrow for Dispatch round number 2. It's gonna be so fun. And I hope my voice will still be there. Alrighty, guys. Bye bye. Ow. Ow.